You know, a few weeks ago, Carol Shea Porter was on a talk radio program, and a caller from the district, may have been a Republican, may have been a Democrat, may have been an independent, asked her a question. He said, you know, Congressman, I'm having my Constitution here in front of me, and I'm trying to figure out where in the Constitution it requires the federal government to force individuals to purchase health care. Just like any other private good or service, how can the federal government force me as a citizen to buy health insurance? And she responded, quote, the Constitution did not cover everything, quote unquote. Now it's that kind of ideology, which is shared not just by Nancy Pelosi and Carol Shea Porter, but it's the entire ideology of the Democrat Party led by President Obama, that somehow the federal government is responsible for every need and want of every American citizen from cradle to grave. That's the kind of ideology that brings us something like Obamacare. That's the kind of ideology that brings us bank bailouts. It's the kind of ideology that brings us auto bailouts and bigger government spending programs. You know, I think we'll be able to be successful, particularly if I'm fortunate enough to win the nomination in the support of Republicans in this district, to create a very clear and compelling contrast between a government that is led by the people, but more importantly, a government that understands that government that governs less governs best. If we get government out of the way of the American people, let the American people, let the ingenuity, the personal responsibility, the creativity, the entrepreneurship of American people to thrive without the oppressive burden of government programs, will succeed. So that's the contrast that I intend to present this fall in the election and make sure we send Carol Shea Porter back to Rochester.